Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever you are in the world. This is Natasha Aylott from Get Blissed, along with the beautiful Marina Nani on Radio Works World. And hello to you all, blessings to you all, and we would love to have you join us. And looking forward to sharing with you some exciting, fabulous things that we would love to share. Over to you, Marina.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio Works World with the goddess at Radio Works World, Natasha Aylott, and myself, Marina Nani. And today we are going to take you on an adventure. Over to you, Natasha.
Thank you so much. It is indeed an adventure, and life itself is a huge adventure because it's the biggest adventure you're ever going to have. It's like a fairground ride when you don't know the twists and turns, you don't know what's going to happen next. And if you did, it would be dull and predictable and boring. So embrace the fact that your life, your journey is a fantastic adventure with lots of challenges along the way to help you grow, to help you be the best you can be. Millions of different people who will come into your life, hundreds and thousands of beautiful people. Some of them will challenge you, push your buttons. Some of them will love you deeply. Some of them will hold your hand. Some of them will lift you. And some of them will just be in the background, smiling at you and happy for everything that you're going to be. So embrace every day, because each and every day is a brand new start. It's like wiping the board and starting again. It's like painting a picture of what you want your life to look like. And today is the very first day of the rest of your life. Over to you, Marina.
Wow, Natasha, life is really simple. And it's beautiful and it's wonderful as long as we could see it that way. And I know our listeners have questions about how I uncomplicate my life right now, because it's full of clutter, full of people I don't want, full of people I want, full of people I love, full of people who don't want me, and full of hazards and full of obstacles and challenges. And how do I unclutter my life and trade it for the greatest dream I ever had? How do I get rid of the things I don't want in my life? How I detox my life? And I think this is where you come in, Natasha, because your program, Life Detox, is helping our listeners and your students and people from all over the world to realize their dream life and have a blissful life. Tell us more about your Detox Life program.
Thank you, Marina. Well, Life Detox is quite simply finding out what it is when you discover who you are and why you're here and what is unique about you, you can learn to shine. So if you live to be 10,000 years old, you would never be able to do and experience everything that you want. So you have to make choices. And once you discover what your gifts are, the things that you love doing, the things that you really enjoy doing, the things that you're really great at, then you can leave behind all of the other things. Of course, continue to learn and grow and evolve. And that's wonderful. But if, for example, you're fantastic at maths, but you're not very good at English, why would you spend all your time trying to get better at English? No, your gifts are maths. So focus on the maths, maybe focus on the physics, look at jobs, look at experiences, look at courses that you can do to enhance your natural gifts and strengths, because that's the way you grow. You know, when you realize that no one is going to be good at everything, and when you discover that you have a beautiful voice, you can learn to use your voice to help others, whether it is becoming a teacher or a speaker and using your voice to guide people, whether it is to go into retreats and centers where you can lead by meditation and mindfulness, whether it is that you become an actor and really use the power of your voice and the passion and the tonality of it all, or whether it is that you can sing and you really want to share that with the world, because by singing, by sharing your gift and focusing only on that, almost in a one-pointedness way, you are shining like a beautiful bright star. You are raising the vibration of you. And by being authentic, by being true to yourself and stepping up into your own beautiful magnificence, everybody can benefit. Everybody can go to the opera and hear you sing. Everybody can go to the concert and hear you sing. And they're like, wow. But because you have focused on this one thing you're great at, they are saying, wow. If you were, oh my goodness, I really need to become a brain surgeon and it's just not you, then nobody will say, wow, because that's not who you're meant to be. So always follow your own path. Always listen to your own intuition. Never mind about what your family wants for you. That's what they want. It's not necessarily the right thing for you. So when you get good grades, good comments, good feedback, and you feel great about doing something, find out more about it. Do more of it. Because by being completely focused, you don't get distracted. By concentrating on one thing, you don't become overwhelmed. And when you're living in the present moment, because this present moment is all we have, everything else just goes by the wayside. And one of the things that I teach is to simply stop worrying. Because I know from experience, I used to worry about everything. I used to get stressed about everything. And I used to end up getting in such a pickle. And I had headaches and I got worried and overwhelmed and stressed, and to the point where it was just ridiculous. I wasn't helping anybody. I certainly wasn't helping myself. And then I started to think, what is it I'm worried about? What is it I'm stressed about? Can I make any differences? Can I make any changes? Can I drop anything? And actually, when I gave myself permission to stop multitasking, to stop trying to be Superwoman, it felt great. And I just thought, wow, who wants to be Superwoman anyway? I don't. Okay, what is it that I'm good at? What can I affect? What can I drop? What can I leave behind? And one of the things, one of the real big lessons for me was not to worry anymore. Getting stressed about what happened last week or yesterday is utterly pointless. Because can you affect it? You can't affect what happened yesterday. No way. Likewise, why would you worry about tomorrow? It hasn't happened yet. It'll unfold, it'll uncurl, it'll happen all by itself. And when it does, you'll know what to do. And you'll know what to do because you haven't got distracted along the way. When this moment appears, presents itself to you as an experience, as an opportunity, you already are in the right state. You already are waiting for it in the present moment. So you've left behind all the baggage. We talk about decluttering. Declutter your cupboard, clean out the stuff you don't need anymore. Do it once a year, twice a year, spring clean. It's exactly the same for your mind. And so I take people through this process. Mind detox, body detox, and getting yourself in line with where you're meant to be, discovering your true essence of life, your true purpose, your reason for being. If you're not naturally good at singing, don't sing in public. If you love singing, sing in the shower. If you're naturally good at dancing, then dance everywhere. If you're naturally good at languages, then learn to speak as many languages as you can. Listen to people who speak in different languages. Go into the country, immerse yourself in it. You're not going to get wet standing inside looking out at the rain. You have to stand in it. You have to feel it. You have to experience it. You have to allow your body to become drenched in it. You have to immerse yourself in it.
Wow, Natasha, that's really beautiful. And Coming back to one of our questions we had from our last episode when we had not enough time, we couldn't find enough time to answer. What do you think of the situation when you are facing something very sad happening to you or to somebody else you care for, and you are thinking, oh my God, why is this happening to me? And I'm witnessing this myself with people I know and people I care for, and I feel like screaming in their ear and telling them it's happening for you. It's happening for you. So how do you deal with clients who are thinking they attract only bad karma or bad luck, whatever they call it, and they think that everything that's possible to happen in a worst case scenario is going to happen to them? What would you say to that?
Yes, I totally hear you, and I actually completely resonate with that also, because when you're faced with great sadness, when you lose somebody whom you love deeply, it's really, really challenging to come out of that. And it does feel, like you said, and like your viewer, who shared that it's happening to you. But as you so rightly said, Marina, it's happening for you. And these are challenging situations, and it's how we handle each and every situation that we're faced with. The empathy, of course we need to be empathetic when, if one of my clients, is really struggling, whether it be an anxiety struggle, a depression struggle, which is really common. And I myself have been through this experience quite recently, last year, really struggling with a situation I was faced with, and it was debilitating. And I was talking to myself, I was thinking, come on, you can do this. You know the answers to this. You know how to, turn anything from a negative into a positive. When you're crying, you just smile and you feel better. But it's really understanding that on a deep, deep level and saying, thank you very much for this experience. What are my lessons here? What do I need to learn from this? Have I given away all my power to a situation or a person? And who am I really at the core of this? And experiencing that actually helps you, help other people. And when you're feeling in a certain way, it's almost like you're looking in a mirror. When somebody presents a situation to you that's dark, you think, well, okay, it could be like the 7 Essene mirrors. The 7 Essene mirrors is very, very powerful to look into. The old wisdoms of the ancients describe each relationship as a mirror. And when somebody presents themselves to you and is either repelled, you're repelled against them, or you're drawn and magnetized to them, it's because either it's something that they're displaying something in you that you love and you're drawn to, so it's a similarity, or it's something that is missing in you that you're longing for and you see it in them. Or it could be a situation that you're judging somebody else in. It could be how you were brought up, a belief system that you've adopted from your mother or your father. And it could be any number of these things. And so to recognize, first of all, is this how I'm really feeling? Or am I just responding to this other person? And then I'm not going to give up my power. I'm going to stand and believe and say, this is who I am. How can I best recognize this expression, this experience I'm going through? How can I best, first of all, serve myself? In other words, fill my own glass up in order to be able to help another person. And be what you want to attract. Because if you look at positive people, if you look at successful people in whatever form that is, particularly in the personal development field, spirituality field, you look at those that they hang around with. Because those who you hang around with are who you become. So you can be operating on a high vibrational level and you can really want to improve your life. And if you're spending all your time around people who doubt themselves, who criticize other people, who worry about everything, it's only going to drag you down. And I know you and I have spoken about this, Marina. So it's really important that, because environment wins every time, you almost protect yourself with a bubble of love that sets the boundary, that means that you hear what other people are saying, but you're not internalizing it and it's not affecting you. It's not dragging you down. Because then when you can set the boundaries and say, okay, I hear what you say, you're in a hole right now. I'm not going to climb into that hole, because then I'll be in the hole and then no one can help each other. So what I can do is I can give you a map to get out, because I've already done that. Or I can throw you a rope to help you climb out. But what you can't do is you can't climb out for that person.
Now that you mentioned this, Natasha, is coming to, because we are approaching the end of the episode today, and I know everybody who wants more of you could find you on your www.getblissed.co.uk. And the last, I want to touch the last question, which is from somebody who doesn't want me to mention their name, but I have to respect that. And they are asking, is important what I'm doing for others, or what I'm doing for myself? What is more important? I know you have your program, the detox, the life detox program, and now you are running this to a different level, and you are coaching other people to become life detox coaches. So this question, I think, is relevant, because we both know we never look down on each one and anyone unless we want to lift them up. That's the rule, especially in day-to-day life. You never look down on anyone. You just, if you have to look down, is to lift them up. So what is your answer? So what is more important, doing something for yourself or for the others? What is lifting you up? What empowers you more?
That's a very good question. You can't give what you haven't got. That is a fact. That's certainly, something that Oprah Winfrey shares, and I totally agree. And if you're depleted and your batteries and your energy in your batteries and the level of your energy is gone, then you can't serve another person. However, by serving others, you end up lifting yourself in the process. So it is a case of doing both. When we really truly give without expecting anything back. When we help the little old lady across the road with her shopping because she looks like she's struggling, and you just want to give to somebody else, then you're making a difference to their lives, and you're showing them that there's hope in the world, that people are good at heart, at source, in their essence. And so I would say it's a bit of both. You have to be able to do a bit of both in order to really serve somebody else. In order for me to be the best I can be, I need to have done my meditation, have a good night's sleep, drunk plenty of water, and have a really good breakfast, and smile and believe that I can deliver what I'm here to deliver. In order for me to lift others, I have to put them first. So you see, it's kind of a bit of both. It's the same thing, because we're connected. We're all connected. I hope that answers your question.
I hope too. I hope so too. So we are approaching the end of this episode, and everybody who wants to connect you directly, I know you very generously offer them the Get Blissed session. So please go to www.getblissed.co.uk, and Natasha will be very happy to help. Connect with us on www.radioworks.world. When you decide to share your story. I'm sure it's an amazing story. I'm sure it's going to inspire somebody to create better life choices. From both of us, until next time, it's goodbye. Stay blessed.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Serena.
Goodbye.